We doing it, baby. Just let that groove fill you. You know what that is. That's the sound of another episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia and Brian T. Licata. Once again, it's your boys. I'm Gary G. Garcia, along with my brother and partner in Misinformation, Brian T. Licata. And we're doing it on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon. You know, almost on time.
Close
Technically, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't get docked pay if I showed up at 2:06.
No, I don't think you would.
You know, I mean, some jobs do that. Some jobs will dock you like the very minute you're late, but my job always gave me 15 minutes.
Yeah, well,
I
that was
would,
nice.
I would,
That was
I
nice
would.
of them.
Well, I wouldn't work for a place that didn't give you at least 15 minutes. There's certain jobs I would never do. Like I remember talking to one of my exes, and she gets paid every 2 weeks, and I was like, I would never be able to do that. And she's like, Gary, everybody gets paid twice, every 2 weeks, and I'm like, no, I never worked for a job that paid me. Jasmine, what's up, mommy? Love you. My daughter's in the house. Lauren, what's up? It's been a minute since you watched us. I'm glad you're on.
Hello.
Thank you for the eggs. Yeah, but like she would be like, everybody does 2 weeks, and I'm like, I know they do 2-week pays. I know that exists.
Right.
I just wouldn't work for a job that pays me every 2 weeks.
You want it every week?
First of all, I'd like it every day, but if I have to wait, I'm not waiting longer than a week.
Yeah.
Because my attitude is very clear, man. What happens if I die in the middle of that second week?
Well,
I didn't get to enjoy my money from the week before.
No, you didn't.
You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, when I worked, it was always every 2 weeks get paid. LO. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of jobs do that. I just personally wouldn't take that job. And I mean, this chick was bugging out. Like, what do you mean? They all do it. And I'm like, I understand that. You're not understanding me, that I wouldn't take that job. You know, if they really wanted me, then they'll pay me every week.
I don't disagree with that, dog.
Every job I've ever had, I got paid every week. In fact, when I did oil spills, I got paid twice a week. You know what I'm saying? I remember we would get paid on Wednesday. Every 2 weeks for me too. My kid is getting paid every two. Also, yeah, they be playing that shit. I don't play that shit. And they do that because we allow it. At the end of the day, we allow it.
I don't know what their excuse is either.
Because if everybody said, nah, sorry, I need it every week, they need employees. They need employees. So they would eventually have to give in. It just takes people, sticking together. Now, me personally, I just wouldn't do it. I used to get paid when I did oil spills. I got paid on Wednesday, which made for a great hump day.
Right.
And then Friday. So I got paid twice a week. I got paid on Wednesdays and Fridays. But that job was one of those weird jobs where you had to wake up, go to the place, and hope they have a job for you. They come out, you sign your name on a list. They come out, they read the list. Yeah, I was working like if I was a fucking illegal. You know what I'm saying? Jasmine says, I hated that. The school I got paid so low too, but even when I was in corporate world, it was every 2 weeks. Yeah, they be trying to play that shit, man. Because here's the thing. If I die in the middle of my second week, you know what I'm saying? I got to depend that you're going to send that money to my family. And what if you're old? Like, what if you don't got family? Who gets that money now?
I mean, what are you talking about, dude? $600-700? I mean, come on.
I don't give a shit. $600-700 that I work for.
Yeah, no, I'm sure Jasmine will collect that. Jasmine's smart enough to be able to track that.
It's not
down.
Well, now I get paid every week. Well, because I always get paid every week. Right. I never worked for a company that paid me every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I mean,
what if you die on a Thursday?
Well, listen, if I die on a Thursday, then it is what it is. Like I said, that's why I prefer to get paid every day. As a comedian, I usually do. As a comedian, I perform, I get paid.
You get some tips, yeah.
No. I perform, I get paid.
Right. But you don't do that at AC Jokes, right?
No, because at AC Jokes is my job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like, I mean, I'm a resident comedian, but, I also book and all kinds of stuff. So it's, it's my job, that gets paid taxes.
That's unfortunate.
No, I mean, a lot of them do, because nowadays, a lot of these comedy clubs will pay you where they'll send you what is it?
Check.
A 1090 or whatever that shit's called.
1099 or a W-2? If it's a 1099, you got to do your own taxes.
Well, no, 1099. I'm a comedian. I got to do my own taxes.
No, well, that's
if you're wondering what I'm sporting, this was a gift from my boy Brian T. Licata.
Thank you.
Got me this. He knew I didn't have heat at the time. You know, he ordered it and it came in now. But check this out, man. Rated G, Gary G, Garcia, Brian T. Licata, and Mama Cat. This thing comes all the way down to my knees, and it's got a pouch, got a kangaroo pouch to put my cat in.
Has she hopped in there yet?
Nah.
Oh shit.
Shove her in there and
she didn't go in yet.
She wasn't having it. Nah. She's a little nervous, but I'll get her in there. I'll get her in there.
She'll warm up to it, and I'll
put some catnip on the bottom of it.
Oh, that's a great idea.
You know. And then I'll just lay there and let her go in, get comfortable, and then I'll stand up real quick. I see what she does. This thing is very warm, though, so I'm going to take it off because today, actually, it's not cold.
Right.
It's kind of weird. It's not cold, but it's also not hot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's not hot.
No, yeah, I hear you. I'm trying to think. So some of the jobs that I had that I got paid every week. I got paid every week when I worked at ShopRite. I worked there. And then they paid me every week. But dude, when I worked for the federal government, I got paid once a month. I got paid on the last day of the month, last calendar working day.
See, I wouldn't be, especially with the government. I couldn't do that.
Dude, it was hard, but it was crazy. Like the first 2 weeks after you got that paycheck, you were loaded, dude. But the last 2 weeks were not good.
I just couldn't do it, man. I'm not gonna sit there and wait. Lauren says, "Haha, Brian, no shit." When Gary's screen disappeared, what happened when my screen disappeared?
Well, I was like, oh shit, I thought I kicked you out of the thing.
Yeah. King Handles, paid protesters get paid every day. King Handles, welcome back, baby. Yeah, I mean, you know, I used to get, you know, hello, my two favorite men. Hey, Michelle.
Hello, Michelle. King Handles, hello.
Our favorite grandmother, soon to be grandmother.
I know.
You know, it's coming. It's coming soon. You're gonna be a grandma.
Dude, we need to shout out Rich. You know, Rich who watches the show, Rich Dornellis.
Oh yeah, Richie.
He bought a mug.
Oh, big up to Rich, man. That's my dog, man. Me and Rich have a history, man.
You guys used to fuck?
Nah, man, not at all, man. His sister was my first girlfriend.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I love Rich, man, and big up to Rich and his moms and everybody else out there, man. His father, the whole family was mad cool. But yeah, man, I just couldn't do it, man. If I'm working, give me my money. Don't be pulling that shit every 2 weeks, man.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it.
That Christmas tree farm you criticized me for working on last episode. When I worked there, we would get paid in tips every day, and he would never tell us how much money we're going to make for December. And then he said, like, you know, about a week after New Year's, just come over, and he would give me a stack of cash. But my parents knew that he drank Manhattans, so they would give me some sort of, like, I can't remember what's in that. Is it brandy or something like that? They would buy it for me, and then I would go over and I'd bring him a bottle of that.
Just to get your pay. And first of all, I didn't get on you for doing that, man. Any job anyone does is legit.
Oh no, you poo-pooed.
You poo-pooed. No, I got on you for saying that your jobs, that I never worked a tough job in my life.
No, that's what you said about me.
No. Let's get it correct, dude. Yes. Dude, it's on recording. Let's get it correct. You said I never worked a hard day in my life, that my hands were soft, which anybody who's ever touched my hands know they're fucking rough as shit. They're like sandpaper. I could buff paint off your car with these hands, right? But you said that I never worked a hard day in my life. So what I did was I made a comparison of your jobs and my jobs. And when we realized your jobs against my jobs, then okay, Jasmine, then I poo-pooed.
Yeah.
Then and I didn't do it. He kind of shit all over himself by coming at me when I worked at ShopRite. What the fuck? I did oil spills. Ain't nobody crying over here, bitch.
Oh,
I'm talking to you.
I know.
I just noticed right now, man. The comments are very woman dominated right now. Got the ladies in the house. Big up to the ladies, and happy Mother's Day to all three of you. All right, to all three of you. I know it's a couple days late, but you still deserve it. Every day is Mother's Day, you know. And I know this because my mother calls me every day, and I argue with her. And that's what makes her happy. King Handle says those DC bathhouses kept Brian's hands moisturized. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. And the booty hole slippery.
Yes, the booty hole was slippery. So there was one congressman. Where was here it goes. This guy Mark Foley. This was before I was a page, but this was like the biggest scandal. So in September of 2006, this Republican congressman from Florida sent a bunch of emails and instant messages to congressional pages.
You know you got some dick pics from some fucking famous people, dude.
I didn't, dude. I had a flip phone then. Yeah, Foley emailed one page with an invitation to stay at the congressman's home in exchange for oral sex.
Now here's the question: Did he want the page to suck his dick, or did he want to suck the dick of the page?
I'm not sure.
That's the crazy dude. You got dudes going out there paying to suck their dick. They're like, here's $20. Let me suck your dick. That's kind of insane. I mean, I guess the $20 is probably what gets them to allow it. But I mean, you could probably do that in any bathhouse, any freaking, for free. Go to any gay club or whatever and do it for free.
Let's go to the comments. Anybody in the comments have any experience with this?
Why would you go to like a fucking, truck stop and pay somebody when you can go into like the Blue Oyster and fucking, because every place has a Blue Oyster. You don't remember that club in what was that? Police Academy?
No.
In Police Academy, they kept winding up in the Blue Oyster. Like they'd go through the back door and then they stop and there'd be all these dudes around them dancing with them. You don't remember that? You never watched Police Academy. You're too young.
I did. I saw it when I was a kid.
You're too young. You don't remember that. I actually just watched it the other day.
Did you? Oh yeah, I feel like I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, there was a.
I'm not going to play with the sound, but this is the Blue.
Yeah, that's the Blue Oyster.
Blue Oyster.
Yeah, there's always a Blue Oyster. Every town got one, and I don't think they're charging. I don't know. Just seems like a waste of money. I don't think it's that hard to get a dude to suck your dick. It's harder to get a chick to do it, even if you're with him. But a dude, you can go to any Blue Oyster, probably just pull it out and you'd have a line in front of you. King Handel says you're technically not doing it willingly if someone has to pay you. Part of the fantasy. Oh, so that's why you do it, King Handel? I just felt like you knew a little bit of how the mind works there. You took it to the mind. But that makes sense though. On the real though, that makes sense. That's the thing of it, right? They're
that's
kind
the
of
loophole.
like,
yeah, that's the loophole. That's the asphyxiation.
They're not
fixation.
doing it willingly, but in a way they are, because it's not like you're pulling up to some rando. You can't shame me. Nah, we're not about shame here, dog.
No.
At all, man. We're believe it or not, we're very accepting.
Yeah.
I just don't accept bullshit.
You know what we are accepting of, G? You know what we're very accepting of?
What?
Gifts in the comment section.
Oh yeah,
from
man.
Fans and listeners.
Feel free, all you fans, man. Father's Day's coming up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Donate to Rated G.
Donate to Rated G. Or get me a copy of Triple X Playground, the best adult tool game ever made. It's a great gift for Father's Day. All right. Because, dads, they very really get the sex they want once they're married. So, why not pick up your pops some Triple X Playground so he can get fist deep into someone he loves, which would probably be your mother in most cases. But I'm just saying, like, really, it's not like he's walking up like he's going to ShopRite and going up to the dude who's, what did you used to do in ShopRite? You used to stock the shelves.
Stock the shelves and the cashier.
He's not going up to the dude who's stocking the shelf and going, hey, buddy, I'll give you $20 if you go in the bathroom and suck my dick. He's probably at a truck stop or somewhere where there's a bunch of other dudes there that's willing to take $20. Well, so in a sense, it's willing. They're just not willing to do it for free. But I'm still with you on the thing of the fantasy, which is it feels more wrong. Is that what it is?
I think that's what this guy thought with the kid who was under 18.
That it just feels wrong, right? They get off on the wrong. Ah, my daughter. Yes. Big up to Jasmine. I usually tell people to be leaders, but in this case, feel free to be a follower of my daughter and throw some money our way, man. The rent is due. Maybe my gas would be on if we got a couple more of those, man. You know, but it's adding up, man. At the point we're going, within the next 20 years, we'll make our first 1,000 and we'll be fucking rolling in it.
Right, dude? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Michelle said, just my opinion, but if anyone needs a game to have better or fun sex, then you don't know what you're doing. Well, I mean, listen, some dudes know what they're doing. They're just married to chicks who don't want to do it. And it's the same the other way around. Some chicks are freaks and their men are just fucking complete herbs. You know, won't even do it doggy style. They just do it missionary. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. You know, you ever been one of them dudes that are just like, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm almost
That's what sound effect plays when I come.
Yeah, in your lady's head. Michelle Balducci says, oh, I'm not blaming men at all. I mean, women too. No, it goes both ways, man. It goes both ways. King Handel says, plenty of beards in politics. Exhibit A, Andrew Gillum and his wife.
Yeah, is that the
was that the dude who was letting like dudes bang his wife out? While she dissed him?
Guy from Florida.
While she told him he had a little dick and couldn't do him that way. That's foul. Who the hell would want that? There's dudes who do that too. Come make love to my wife while my wife insults me. Fucking people are sick in their heads, man. Parents, don't forget to hug your children. You know what I'm saying? Look at the results of not hugging your children enough. And don't forget to smack them too. They need a good balance of smacks and hugs.
Andrew Gillum was one of 3 men who was experiencing a drug overdose when the police found plastic baggies with crystal meth in a hotel room in Miami. Numerous outlets as a gay male escort.
Dude, you never hung with him?
No, dude.
I feel like he's your type of guy, boy. He got that crystal meth. King Handel says he was the second coming of Obama until he got caught clapping man's cheeks.
Yeah, he came out as bi in an interview in 2020.
Yeah, see, the trick is to be like Obama, not get caught. Even though, listen, that one dude came out and was like specific about how they got busy, you know, and how he blew him while Obama was taking hits of crack in the back of the limo.
I mean, not gonna lie, kind of sounds like a good time, minus, you know, the dick sucking part.
I mean, listen, you got to give Obama credit though. He went and copped it himself. Like he went out there and got this shit, which is also kind of dumb. Isn't that what pages are for? Right? I'm pretty sure you went on a couple of drug runs.
Well, you see,
a couple of oil runs and picking up some fucking condoms. You went on some condom runs.
Go to the spot and then just arrest somebody and then just cop their stuff and then drop them off somewhere else. That's what I would do. I mean, come on, isn't that the better way of doing it? Why are you going to the block and paying for it? Just go up there, roll with the Secret Service,
if you're a real freak, you go and you arrest a dude with a bunch of fucking meth, and then you cuckold him by sticking him in the corner while you smoke his meth in front of him, and then you lay him back out in the street.
to get him to suck your dick.
It's called the drug cuck. The drug cuck. You arrest the dude, you bring him to a room, you take all his drugs, you put him in the corner, and you make him watch while you smoke all his drugs. King Anderson says the page probably kept coming back with the wrong stuff. Yeah, maybe. Who the hell knows? But that's pretty down that he went and copped it himself. You know, they were staying at a hotel. Don't they have a concierge? Isn't that like what they're supposed to do? I mean, I don't know. I've never been that big where I can send someone else to get my drugs.
Not yet.
You know, I sent Brian to Brooklyn to go get me a cheesecake.
Give me a cheesecake, kid.
I mean, people should have known that Puffy was twisted when he was making people go to get him a cheesecake. You know, I mean, how more degrading could that be? You know, I love the pictures that you put. Who am I supposed to be? Am I supposed to be Diddy's son in that picture?
No, that's Diddy.
Oh, that's Diddy.
Diddy. I'll pull it up again. Yeah, yeah, you're Diddy, dude. That's Diddy. I'm Diddy's son. I'm like a 50 Cent. Yeah, put it up one more time. See, yeah.
Oh man, yo, this Diddy shit is too good.
You want to listen to the song?
I can't lie. If you don't know, Diddy's son came out with a response track going at 50. Does he legitimately go at 50?
Let's listen to it. We can play this. I
Yeah,
assume, right?
Yeah, I'm sure, man. I mean, it's
after the rain, for the sun gonna shine again.
that's right.
Don't bust no U-turns, cause we ain't forgetting shit. And to all y'all that switch, suck my dick! Yeah. Suck my dick.
Sounds pretty gay so far.
That's a good way to start it. That's your problem.
Showdown, the family name, man, you wildin'. What? I dare one of you niggas scream out no Diddy.
No Diddy.
Go with me. Baddies, they ready to go with me. I just nod and they know to go get 'em. Might see me with some pretty hoes with me, but ain't no hoe with me. I just lay back in that Virgil Maybach. That shit like 450. Police raid the crib like they think we selling crack. But we out here selling tracks. Multi-million-dollar plaques. Rather put this shit on wax. All that gossip shit is whack. When all they had was 50 cent. Who put this city on the map? Stop lying. Pops been hated on by many men. And nigga, that's fine. They gon' try to stop these M&Ms, and they gon' die trying. Pull up to the south side, we locked in, we got ties. Don't give a fuck about no blogs, cause we really outside. Hey yo, CC, what the fuck these niggas talking about?
Yeah, you could. We're not gonna listen to that whole fucking track.
Brutal.
Pure garbage. Pure garbage. And he did go at 50, actually. He legitimately went at 50. Kind of said, pull up, we'll be outside. I mean, first of all, he starts the track off with "Suck My Dick." I guess he didn't read. I guess he didn't read what the lawsuits were. The lawsuits were, that's the problem. Your daddy keep telling everybody to suck his dick. My daughter says that was complete garbage. That's exactly what I just said. Oh, great minds. I put a great mind in that girl's head. In that woman's head. Excuse me. Sorry, Jasmine. But it's complete garbage. And the first thing starts with that, right? And then he says, I dare y'all to scream no Diddy. Were you there in front of the pier the other day when some dude got mad because one of the comics was in front and said no Diddy? And then some black dude was like, that's racist. And he's like, what are you talking about, man? And I think the dude who said it is black, was black. And he goes, that is a racist term because it's going against a strong black man. No. It's going against a dude who's been accused of doing things that I pretty much knew he was probably doing back in the day, allegedly. And that's what it is, you know, it's that. But that right alone, I scared one of your calls. He's just asking people to say it. That's what you're doing. You're just asking people to say it.
I've never heard it used somewhere. Like, how would you use the term no Diddy?
The same way you say no homo.
Oh.
It's used in the term of saying no homo. Or anything that might be construed as sexually inappropriate. You would say no Diddy. You know, but then he says they ran up in the house like we was selling crack. No, they didn't. They ran up in your house like you were raping children. And that there was video in there. And the reason why they went in there the way they did is because there's a video in there somewhere of some very powerful person doing just that. And he wanted that video. So the way to get it was he sent his people in there to get it. Because we haven't heard anything since.
We haven't, no.
Haven't heard a word.
And it was Homeland Security on March 25th. Homeland Security.
Word.
They said it was sex trafficking.
That's what they said. Okay. They didn't say it was crack. Nobody said that they thought you were selling crack. Okay. They said sex trafficking. All right. The only crack you were selling, the crack of little kitties' asses. And that's the problem. King Handel says, reminds me of Training Day when the crackhead invited Denzel to his privates. Denzel said, that's how it starts. That's another thing. Denzel, man, couldn't win an Oscar till he played a piece of shit. All those other movies was Oscar worthy. He was just playing a good dude who was, you know, kind of motivational in a way. And they were like, nah, we can't give him nothing for that. So he had to play a complete dick. And then he was able to get that, you know, even though I got to say this, it was a good because I was always used to loving the dude in all his movies and having his back. And in that movie, I was like hating him. And, you know, it takes a lot for me to hate Denzel. From my understanding, Denzel always left those parties before 10 o'clock.
Allegedly.
There's videos of him leaving some party. You haven't heard anything because the diddler is cutting a deal with the feds. Yeah, he's not going to do no time or nothing like that, man. You know, he's doing what he's supposed to do, distract. He's distracting.
You're right, right.
It's been a very pleasant distraction. I can't lie. I'm glad he popped up to distract me from all the other garbage. You know what else you're not hearing anything about? The elections. You know,
dude, it's in 6 months.
You're hearing a little bit here and there about the indictments. Not a lot, but you're not really hearing a lot about any of that shit no more. All that shit just kind of went away.
Yep.
You're not hearing about none of that.
And you know, there's the wars going on too.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, no draft. I'm all right.
Yeah.
But yo, the best thing about that is reading the comments.
Oh,
I can't lie, man. The comments, yeah, actually on anything, man. The internet is so fucking ruthless. They're ruthless, dude. They're ruthless. I was reading those and it was hysterical, man. They were like, I know your father didn't approve this. And I forget about all the comments about, look how he started it off. You know, everyone's like, Diddy's gonna destroy this dude. One dude said, now you're gonna be getting trolled by Diddy for the rest of your life. I mean, by 50 for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Done, dude. Why would you go after 50 like that?
Dude, he's the only one right now with his kind of money that like saying whatever the fuck he wants to say.
I know, dude. 50.
But he's being smart because he's not saying Jew anytime. He's staying away from the main one that'll take him down.
50 for president.
You know, imagine 50 Cent as president.
Dude.
He'd probably still be dropping songs. He'd probably have videos.
He'd be shooting them in the Oval Office, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He'll be sending out tracks to other leaders of worlds, of the other worlds. You know, like he'll send a track to like Russia. That'd be like, dude, don't make me shoot ya, boy. I'll have to shoot ya, boy. Some crazy shit. D-more is G time.
G America, dude. What if 50?
I wouldn't want to be president, man. There's no more perks to that shit.
He could have some features, dude. Imagine Putin featuring a track.
Oh yeah. He'd have them all. Yeah, they'd all have to use fucking auto tune though.
Yeah, that's fine. You know, put them on a hook. You know.
Yeah, man. Big up, D-more. Welcome to the show, man. Glad you're here.
I just you muted yourself, G. There you go.
Move the thing. I saw what happened. I'm on top. Okay. We're good. Michelle says, I can't believe in all the millions of people living in the United States, we're stuck with the two old men from the balcony of the 20.
That's hysterical. You switched your mic, dude. I think your mic's different now.
All right. Relax. Don't get all fucking tight in the panties. All right. What, did you just have an orgasm?
Yes.
Did that turn you on when I said that?
You can't see my boner from there?
No, dude. No, you could barely see your boner from where you're sitting.
Well, it's because the table's in the way. I don't have X-ray vision. I'm not Superman.
Oh,
dude,
I know.
Tell the people were you talking about with the lead paint. Let's see what people think about that. Let's hear your lead paint theory because I found that very interesting.
It's not my lead paint theory.
No,
I heard, and I'm sure Themore probably heard this too. Themore, in the 70s, late 60s, 70s, they started saying that children were eating lead paint and eating paint chips. And because of that, they had to get rid of all the lead paint in the apartments and everywhere else because lead is no good and children are eating the lead, which I will say this. I actually know one person who has done that and it shows. It shows that he ate lead paint. I mean, don't get me wrong. He works, he makes money, but he's always, the first conversation. So I used to always eat paint chips. And it shows. He says the most craziest stuff. But for the most part, I happen not to know anyone else who actually ate paint chips. And they were saying that if you were to, if you were to do the research, nobody was really eating paint chips. It's just that you can't see through lead, right? So they were saying that they wanted to remove them from the apartments so that with the technology that was coming, they would be able to see through LED. Apparently right now they have technology that, see through the houses. Apparently right now they could see me through my walls if they really wanted to.
Yeah, with infrared through Wi-Fi.
And they're saying that they can't do that through LED. And then, the person even went on to say, how they always give you little hints of what they're doing. It was like, even Superman cannot see kryptonite if it's in a LED box.
Yeah.
Because even Superman can't see through LED. That's what they were saying. So they were saying that the whole theory of that is they removed LED from the houses so that they'd be able to move forward with their technology to be able to see people through their walls.
Yeah, check this out. I just want to.
Timor, have you heard that? That's what I heard.
This is from the Associated Press.
The fantasy of X-ray vision is becoming a reality, thanks to researchers at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Graduate students have developed software that uses Wi-Fi signals to recognize silhouettes behind walls.
And it turns out that, we were.
So there you go.
Man, look at those eyebrows.
Yeah, we don't need to listen to
Holy shit.
We don't need to listen to the
those eyebrows are rough. And I shouldn't really talk. My eyebrows fucking get out of control all the time.
But this is from 8 years ago, so it's much different now.
Those things like 2 mustaches.
That was 8 years ago.
Yeah, but of course they can look through. And that's what they were saying too, that they do it through Wi-Fi. But listen, your TV looks at you.
Yeah.
We're
streaming live from our house right now.
Yeah, they don't need to look from the outside because now they're inside. You know what I'm saying? Your TV looks at you, all those smart TVs,
The cameras we're using right now.
Yeah, I'm going to go back. I'm going to get me a dial TV, the old school ones, man.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get any reception.
The tubes. You'll get some reception.
You have to get a digital you need a digital antenna though. You can't
I'll just get AM stations.
It doesn't work with television. That's the radio.
Listen, man. They're gonna if they want to see you, they're gonna see you. It doesn't even fucking matter. Does it really matter?
No.
Right? They're gonna see you anyway. But yo, that Diddy thing is pretty funny. Did Diddy respond to that? Do we know if he responded to that? The kid's young and dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Young and dumb. Otherwise, he would have knew better than to come out. You don't want to go against 50. 50 is hysterical.
All I'm getting for stuff is 50 Cent saying shit.
You're getting stuff with him saying shit, you said?
Yeah, like 50 Cent said something, responded,
Yeah, what'd he say? Do they have a tweet?
Yeah.
Are they still called tweets now that it's no longer called Twitter?
I'm not sure. Yeah, no, I don't know what they're called anymore.
It's called X now, so it's probably called Skeets.
Skates?
Skeets. Skeet, 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 skeet. Skeet, skeet, skeet. Back in the good old days when you could smoke out of the antennas. Remember those, man? When the antenna broke, there was still a use for it. I miss those old TVs, man. I remember growing up, I think I had a 6-inch screen TV in my room. It must have been about this big, the TV.
Diddy's son Christian, he said, I really don't understand why they want to drug women. If you can't remember how good it was the next morning, how do you connect? That's what he said.
You know what? I feel the exact same way. I don't know who these sick bastards are who want to get busy with a chick that's completely knocked out. Brian, you know a lot of dudes like that, man. You went to college. You was in a fraternity. I know you spoke to them. What is it that they got out of that?
I think it was white superiority. So I think maybe that's what Diddy wants, white superiority.
They said Diddy just gets off on having the power and making people do things for money.
Well, dude, I think probably what it was is it got done to him, and now he, does it to somebody else. It's a cycle.
You think it's just that?
Well, I think that twisted him at a young age. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Timur
Timo
says,
says
what was wrong with Twitter? Seemed like good branding. Stories, fellas. Selling records.
I don't know, man. I just don't I just don't get it.
What is good for 50? Because
You got to tell them no. You got to tell them no. King Hitter says, "Good pivot, Brian. When in doubt, blame the white man." Well, I mean, isn't that the way it's always been?
Well, no, it hasn't. It's been that way for the past 400 years. No,
stop.
It's been that way for the past 400 years here. But in the past, we could blame it on, the Turks. We could blame it on,
Oh, stop it, man.
the Arabs. We could blame it on, the Asians, the Chinese, the Japanese, the Germans.
Stop it. I'm so sick of everything and everybody. I was just watching a commercial that says "Stop Asian Hate," and I was like, "Is that still going on?" Like, I know it probably never was. I mean, listen, I don't see it. What does that mean? Are they running around like just beating up Asian people? Is that what's going on? And where's this happening? Don't tell me Chinatown. Because if it's happening in Chinatown, then who else are you going to get? Like, if there's assaults going on in Chinatown, who's the majority of the people that are going to get assaulted in Chinatown?
Front of the grizzly pear.
Yeah, listen, I'm not going to lie. I punched an Asian kid in the face. It had nothing to do with him being Asian. Okay? It had nothing to do with him being Asian. Even though at the time I might have called him some Asian derogatory words because, well, I was trying to hurt more than just his face. I was trying to hurt his feelings. But at the end of the day, I don't see that. I don't see it on any direction, to be honest. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. But it wasn't because he was Asian. King Handel says, "Gary, hold on, so they don't all know Kung Fu." I didn't say that. Some are just better than others. He's one of them dudes. You ever see like those instructors that know Kung Fu and then they show him like in a street fight and he just gets fucked up.
His ass kicked.
He's like, oh, he just gets fucked up. Was he a meter maid? No, he was actually a comedian. But listen, I would honestly say I lost that fight because, the dude went on to better himself and I broke my hand on his big square head. On his big fucking square head, I wound up fucking breaking my hand. See how those drop right there? How those two drop and how those don't? Those are like just like kind of like in a row.
You got him with a mean left, huh? Was it a cross or you hit him with you kind of give him a hook?
I hit him wrong, obviously, because I broke my fucking hand.
Did you hook him or did you just just a straight left, right to the face?
Nah, it was left, right, left.
Right, left. Okay.
Let me get physical. The dude kept calling me a fool, but he was from LA. And he kept going fool. I'm going to keep it real. I will confess. I went that day to the Grizzly Pear pissed the fuck off. I was already in the mood. And no one at that time, exactly. And no one at that time had any idea who I was. It's not like when I was wiggling my dick at that chick in Dunkin' Donuts and her husband, where somebody out there might have recognized me. This was a time where nobody actually had a clue of who the fuck I was. And I went there already pissed, and the kid was out there, with a bunch of other people. And I walk up, and he's already like, talking a lot of shit. The kid was drinking a little bit, but not like stuttering drunk, just, I guess, a little liquid courage in him. And he was talking a lot of shit. And I thought that was John's boy. So I didn't say nothing. I just walked away and went into the pair. But then John came in. He's like, "What's up with your boy?" And I was like, "I thought that was your boy." And he was like, "Nah, I don't know that cat." So then I was like, "Oh." So now I'm already like pissed. And in my head, I thought there's a victim out there that can give me a little bit of like stress relief. Because I knew if I went out there and all I had to do was stay quiet, he would eventually say something to make me punch him in the face. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't a little dude. Dude was bigger than me. He had a big head, broke my hand on his head. But I just knew already. I didn't even care at that point. I was actually aggravated. Getting beat up would have been kind of cool too. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I felt. So I went out there. Part of me was like, I could avoid the whole thing, stay inside. But no, I went out there. And then, of course, I went right into the middle where everybody was. And he was there talking all that shit. And everything he was saying was like, fool, yo, fool, because he's from LA.
Right.
Whatever. And then he asked me for a cigarette. So I gave him a cigarette, and then I'm sitting there and I'm lighting my cigarette. And the dude takes a cigarette, and he's like, "You got a light, fool?" And I said, "Yo, my man, listen. don't call me fool. And he's like, yo, dude, that's how we talk. You know, where I'm from, that's how we talk. You know what I'm saying, fool? I said, dude, you call me fool one more time, and I'm going to punch you in your face, right? And he said, come on, man, relax, fool. So I flicked my cigarette directly in the middle of his eyes. It was actually beautiful because it like spurred it.
Oh, nice, dude.
Yeah. It was like, couldn't even ask for a better shot, right?
Right.
And then the dude took the cigarette that I just gave him and flicked it back at me. And it went right by me, and then I just three-pieced him. Boop, boop, boop. And then all the block boys came running, and one kid scooped him up, and I was like, no, do not drop that man on his head. You know, I actually saved his life that night, to be honest. Because the block boys, it wasn't even like they were looking to defend me. They were just kind of like in the mood I was, hoping something licked off, you know?
Right, yeah, and they had a reason to just fuck somebody up.
Yeah, that's what they were looking for. And listen, I handled that wrong, man, you know, because the truth is, like I said, I knew if I went out there, he would say something eventually to piss me off. And I went out there so he could do that, so I can fucking knock him out. I didn't knock him out, though, because I punched him in the head. I'm an idiot. Wound up breaking my hand.
Sometimes you need to, you know, someone needs a lesson. And I guess that was taught by you that night.
You know, well, I mean, supposedly the dude stopped drinking after that.
But he hasn't called anybody in New York a fool since.
He's been doing a lot better. But, you know, whatever, man. I almost got into a fight the other night after my set. I almost fought a heckler. I'm not proud about that either.
How do you spell?
I really got to learn.
How do you spell heckler?
Heckler? Heckler, right?
Yeah. He was like Heckler.
Heckler.
Laal. Dude, you know,
The better question is, how do you hear me? That's the better question.
It was funny when I was a kid. My mom always said pocketbook, and then it was she would drink rum and coke, and it was like RUMMING Coke.
Rum and coke.
Yeah, but it always sounded like rumming. You know, there's never any break.
But why? Like people say that about me too, because I say, what do I say? Cran.
I mean, dude, I say stuff that's messed
cran,
up
and
all
I'm
the
like
time.
cran. They go cran. I'm like, there's a Y in there, dog. You're missing the Y. Cran. It's in there. I just say it quick. Don't be saying shit, you know. And yes, I say most of the. Well, I'm getting better at milk. Now I say milk. I used to always say milk. Like it's a big difference. King Handa says same way you spell
Wooder.
Yeah, and Heron.
Heron.
Heron?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be Heron, but I think he put the thing there in the wrong place.
Heron. I worked for a dude named Heron. His last name was Heron.
Nice.
Yeah, he was just as good for me as the drug was.
First name was Cheap.
Cheap Heron. It could have been. Yeah. It could have been. It would have fit. That's for sure.
It could have been Bulk.
You get too excited on these conversations, man.
Yeah. Or how about Liquid? Or his first name could have been Smokable. All right, we can divert.
This is what he bought to Kill Tony. This is why he did so well on Kill Tony. Are you still getting more views on that? They just keep going up and up. How many views? How many people have watched that clip? The clip of you.
All right. Well, I gotta. They spelled my name wrong, so I have to search my name.
How'd they spell your name wrong? What they spell wrong? Brian or Licata? They put the Y.
No, they just spelled Licata wrong.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It's a tough word, I guess. Licata.
Yeah.
How do you spell that? Lickarder?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that how you spell your last name? Licata?
Yeah, something like that.
From the Latin word lick harder.
Yeah. It means the cattle are dying in Italian.
That's what it means?
So I don't even see it.
Anticipation, man. You're not even on there. It's so deep.
Yeah, it's great. Good. Nice.
Nice.
Cool.
You're very deep in there, man. Nice. You think you hit 1 million views on that?
Yeah.
1 million people.
Yeah, definitely the episode too. 700. No. Yeah, 1.4 million on the episode.
1.4 million people know who you are, Brian, and not for a good reason. That's amazing. That's amazing, dude. Big up to you. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, that would be considered viral, right?
Yeah.
1 million people.
No, it's nothing.
You know. Hey, what's going on back there?
You're getting a shout out. She said hi. Tina says hi.
Big shout out to Tina for putting up with our boy.
Yeah. Said big shout out to you for putting up with me. She says, "Oh, you're welcome." We've gotten $4.99 so far this episode.
Yeah, man, we are growing, dude.
Yeah. Yep.
You know.
After YouTube's cut and taxes, that's like 60 cents for me and Gary a piece.
That's cool, man. There you go, man. You know what I'm saying? There you go. That gets me one of those hazelnut chocolate, what are those candies called with the hazelnut in the middle?
The
comes in the gold with the ones
Rocher,
that you got me.
Rocher,
Yeah.
Ferrero Rocher or something like that.
Yeah, man. I can get one of those and still have 10 cents left over, man. You know, King Hannah says Tina's participation is no way an endorsement of any comments made on this show.
Hello to
I
Tina.
feel like so far this might have gone the longest that I've gone without saying something completely outrageous that could get me.
No, there was definitely some stuff in the beginning of the episode that you said.
What?
I'm not gonna repeat it.
Did I say something in the beginning of the episode that might have got me into some sort of trouble? What were we talking about? I don't know.
I can't repeat it.
Well, could you say what we were talking about?
No, it was too.
You're just talking shit.
It was too
You're
hostile.
just talking shit. I haven't said nothing yet. I don't think that would really get me into any kind of hard trouble on YouTube. So far, I feel like I've been YouTube. Oh, I did say rape. Once you say rape, it's all, you know. Can I say you're raping me for my time? You are time raping me. Can I say that? Like when someone is wasting my time, you know, would that be allowed?
I think it's offensive to the rapist, actually.
You know what I was just watching before we started this?
What's that?
Tombstone. I love that fucking movie. Mm-hmm. That's one of those movies that whenever it comes on, I'll put it on. Doc Holliday's the fucking man. You know what I'm saying? When I first started going on Facebook, I didn't want to be on Facebook. Mm-hmm. But there were certain people that I was at Gary, Time Grape. I refuse to do that. I refuse to use the other words, man, because it makes no sense. You know what I mean.
Yeah, but
if everyone knows that grape means rape, then eventually grape just becomes the new word for rape. And then they go, you can't say grape anymore.
Yeah. And then I'm like, honey, did you pick up any rape at the store? We need a new bag of rapes.
Yeah.
Do you have?
It's like that just becomes the new word.
Red rapes.
It makes no sense. You know, essay. If everybody knows what it means, then you're saying it.
Hey, you know what would go really good with my lunch? A little rape juice.
You know, some eggs, bacon, toast, and rape juice. It's just, it becomes ridiculous. That's why I refuse to do it.
Well, Welch's rape juice.
You're not going to let this go, are you? You're going to keep going? You're going to keep going with it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Keep going. See what happens when you give them permission?
I would love I would love a peanut butter and rape jelly sandwich.
You hear that? They're coming to get you. You said it once too many times, dog. They're coming. And what's great is when they raid you, we're gonna get to see it because your door is right behind you. So when they finally do hit, we're gonna get to see them come right through the door. So I'm gonna get good footage. Yeah, man.
Shut up.
And that show was actually Mother's Day that I almost got into that fight. Fucking moron. I don't understand people who go to comedy clubs just to fucking start shit, talk shit.
Well, you know.
Who does that? Who goes in? Is there any other place that happens? I guess
no.
church.
Well, I think people see the crowd work now, man, and that's why they do it. They think that the crowd work is comedy. So I think there's new fans of comedy that might think that that's, you know, they're supposed to be interacting and saying shit.
That's interesting. I never actually even thought of that. But that is true with all the
not,
clips.
Yeah, it's also
with all the clips that you see. With all the clips that you see nowadays, it's the crowd yelling something out and the person having a good clip from it. And either they want to be, they're hoping that that becomes a clip, or they think that's the way it's supposed to be. Interesting. Which brings us to the questions. Are these clips now on Instagram and Facebook and all them other places, YouTube? Are they doing something good for comedy, or is it actually doing something kind of bad for comedy?
Well, you know, when we'll find out, man, in time. You know, only time will tell.
I would tell you right now, I don't think it's doing anything good for comedy. I think it's doing some good things for certain comedians. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do think it does something, because people tell me all the time, you got to put up clips. You got to put up clips. I've got, like, I think 4 clips is what I have up there. I have some whole sets. You could find probably some old sets and, you know, but as far as cutting them up and doing like a quick clip of my stuff, I got probably 4 that I've ever put out. People like, put out more. No, come to my show. Like you used to have to do. You know what I'm saying? Come to the show or sit back and wait till I be, you know, well
People
enough where I can get
do
my
their jokes on TV though, dude.
Doing it on TV is a different story.
Well, it's, you know,
You're watching the whole set.
That's true.
They're doing a set on television. That's not a problem with that. They're not taking a rare moment where someone's yelling something at you, and then, you know.
But I think you can put out bits. I think you put out full bits. I think people would like it too, dude. And the fact that you trash stuff all the time and you stop doing stuff after like a week or 2 weeks, you don't have that. You like there. I mean, you don't really do crowd work.
No, my crowd work is. My crowd work is usually shut the fuck up. That's usually my crowd work. Shut the fuck up. You know, that's usually what it is. You know, I really don't do crowd work. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's still like I don't think it's making comedy any better.
Well, I mean, I think that's where you could be the difference maker, though, man.
In fact, I'd say the same thing about memes and all that shit. I've had people come to my shows and then hear something I say and then turn it into a meme. And then somebody else come to me and be like, oh, you know, that's a meme. Yeah, it's a meme that some motherfucker saw me and put it out as a fucking meme. And then in the bottom, didn't put it down as a quote. You know what I'm saying? You got fans stealing jokes for followers now. You know what I'm saying? That's insane. It's all insane. We live in a fucking... I'm sure, too, there's a bunch of comedians out there using AI to write jokes now.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I guarantee it. You know, and you know who they are if they all of a sudden start getting better. Like if Petey Rancel starts to become funny, then I would have to believe he's using AI to tell his jokes. You know, if he ever made me laugh, I'd be like, that has to be AI. I'd have to check his phone for apps. You know, just to name one.
You want to name a couple others?
Nah. He's the only one I want to name, that fucking twat.
Hey.
You know, no hard feelings. Thank you, Brian.
Yep. I have your back, bro.
Kapow!
Yeah. Kapow! Bing! Sping! Pow! Cowabunga, dude.
To be surprised, I'm actually surprised I haven't ran into any of them brothers. I'm actually surprised.
I'm not, dude. I mean,
because I've gone over the Trop and haven't seen none of them.
Yeah, but they're gonna.
I'll be going in there like those videos where dudes go into the hood. I should go there live. I should go live. I'm out here, Trop. Where y'all at, dog? Where y'all at? I don't see none of y'all. I'm out here. You ever see that? Then they wind up getting shot. Yeah. 2 days later, they're like, dude who called out gang in their neighborhood gets killed.
Yeah, I don't think that'll happen to you though.
No, it wouldn't. No, not at Trop.
Not anywhere. Not with those dudes.
Yeah, no. No. Dudes is actually a word that's probably too masculine.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
You know. Themo says, "What's a good joke worth these days? Ever look to buy some?"
No, that's not Gary.
Not me, man. King Handa says, "Gary, they said they pulled up on you when you didn't want no smoke. You said no mas." First of all, I definitely didn't say that because I wouldn't know no mas. I don't even know.
No,
what
we
means.
we have an audio recording from when they rolled up on you.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. That was it. It was a short recording.
No, I wouldn't buy jokes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy a joke. Have I used have I done stuff and then maybe Adam or some other comedians that I respect give me a tag or help me out with it? Sure. But 90%, I'd say 98% of like things people try to give me, I wouldn't even use. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's like a good joke for like something that I did, it's a good tag. I'll be like, but that's not the way I think. I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
So it's very rare that I'll take something from somebody. You know, like Tristan helped me a lot with the Puerto Rican funeral joke.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he helped me a lot with that. And Adam has given me some tags here and there that I was like, yeah, that's the better way to say it, and I've used it.
Yeah.
Adam is out here this weekend, by the way, people. Adam Gable will be out in Atlantic City this weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Thursday and Friday. So come out, check us out. We got John Ovalas coming back up too. We got Shannon Harris coming back up. So there's a lot of things going on, man. Of course, Mel, who killed the other night. Tony Papador came out the other night, headline. He did his thing. And of course, man, Jason Scoop is coming out here, man.
Nice.
The 24th, I think it is.
24th?
25th, 24th?
25th.
25th.
Yeah,
Jason Scoop will be out here, man. Get your tickets. They are selling, man. We also got Coco Brown out here. Pierre Edwards is coming out, man. Grab those tickets. Aaron Berg is selling very well. Richie Redding, man. We got killers coming out here, dog. We got killers coming out here, man. It's a new day. You know what I'm saying? King Hannah says, I've been ghostwriting for Gary for years. Let's just keep that between everybody who might have watched this. Yeah, man. No Diddy. I wouldn't. That's another thing you could say too, because all he got is ghostwriters.
Yeah.
But nah, I would never. It's just like I said, if somebody gave me something, you know what I do sometimes? I'll be talking with my boy Mark or even Brian or somebody else, and we'll have a conversation and they'll say something completely funny, and I'll be like, yo, I'm using that. Just letting you know I'm taking that. You know what I'm saying? So I'll do shit like that. I'll snatch some things from my boys every now and then. But yeah.
But it's funny, like the way you write, I'll hear, like we'll talk about stuff for like weeks, and then I'll come see you like 2 months later. I'm like, oh yeah, we talked about that like months ago. And you're like, yeah, that bit's good.
I mean, the honest truth is I don't write.
I know, but what I'm saying is your writing process is talking to me, Mark, or anybody you talk to.
My creative process is probably a better way to say it.
Yeah,
because
it's just
I
talking.
Don't write. I don't, and I'm not saying that to be like, oh, I don't write. I just don't. I try to find new things to talk about, you know. And every now and then I'll come up with something in my head that I'll write, but it very rarely makes the stage. Like I tell you that one joke I had said to you, do you know what they did? This is why I don't bring it on stage. Here's a joke that I actually wrote. All right. This joke was written down because it came into my head and I thought, let me write this down. Who knows? Maybe this will be a joke. And it said, you know what they did when they found out that playing football causes concussions? They started letting black people play. And that's why I don't bring on stage the things that I write. And then I also wrote, here's another joke I wrote. I think if dogs had thumbs, they would just be another animal that inappropriately masturbates in front of people. Those are two things that popped in my head that I actually wrote down, and you'll never hear. You heard it here first.
And I've heard you say that to me
Rated
before
G.
in conversation. You've said the dog masturbating thing before on the show.
Well, no, I actually shared it with you in the car that time, you and your brother. Remember that time I read, like, you were like, do you
dude,
write anything? And I started reading you a bunch of stuff that I
was
wrote.
great. Yeah.
You know,
I
you
remember
guys
that.
laughed pretty hard on the football one.
Yeah.
You didn't let, I'm just saying, a little
I
too
did.
hard. You know what I'm saying? Your brother was back there going, ha, 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 with the hard R. Ha, 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 ha. King Anderson says, haha, Brian and I talked about my caffeine addiction. The withdrawals are no joke.
He's in deep, dude. He's in
What,
deep.
with caffeine?
Bad.
Well, dude, get Wanna Bump.
Yeah.
If you're going to have an addiction, it should at least look like Coke. You know what I'm saying? Sipping on coffee. Throw down those lines, dude, and rail them. You know? And then you can say you have an addiction.
Yeah, you can get the spray too if you want.
Well, apparently it's a disease that you have, King Handles. Addiction is now a disease.
I know. That's because they just want to bill the insurance company
Because
for it.
it's
That's
no
all it is.
longer in your control. There's nothing you can do about it, King Handles. You now have a disease. And, you're going to have to take some drugs to get off that caffeine. Because it's no longer in your control. I, back in the day, would say, yo, man up, show some self-control. Stop drinking so much fucking caffeine. Drink water.
He can't help himself.
Yeah, I know. You can't help yourself because now you're addicted. So now it's, Coca-Cola said, I'm a good customer. I'll defer to their judgment. You still drink Coca-Cola? I don't drink Coke, Pepsi. I don't drink soda no more, man. I don't, I'll drink it in a drink.
Like alcoholic drink?
Yeah, like in a drink. That's why even when I go and I do my shows and I don't feel like drinking, I'll be like, let me get a Sprite and throw a splash, just like of Tito's in there, just like, so that I can say it's a drink. It's got some alcohol in there. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I don't drink Mountain Dew. Ooh, Baja Blast. Damn, that's like Baja. Oh, that's right. Baja. What, Baja. Mountain Dew all of a sudden is in Spanish? We're pronouncing our J's as Y's. Anyway, Mountain Dew, that's like one of those hardcore, like 7-Eleven children drinks, dude. Like teenage drinks, man. That's some shit I'd see Ray. Ray would drink that shit. Yeah. Ray buys all that like crazy sugar shit, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Last. I can't new drinks that are out. I don't even know.
Oh, dude, let's here, King Handles. This is for you, dude. Let's just get a lesson from this guy on TikTok.
Sugars in a Mountain Dew Baja Blast. 73
Baja,
grams of sugar. Let's measure that.
That's in one 20-ounce. Woo!
So that's 18 teaspoons.
I mean, it looks like a lot when you do it like that, but in the soda, you barely see it.
Well, yeah, you don't see it, but you're ingesting it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure fake news. King Handler says fake news. Well, look, man, 70, how many grams? 76 grams?
73.
73 grams. That's almost an ounce. That's almost an ounce.
It's way over an ounce, dude. There's
what do you mean?
There's 28
grams. 28 grams.
Yeah,
that's 70.
It's like a QP, dude. It's almost like
it's almost like, yeah.
It's a QP of fucking sugar.
28, 8, 16, 50. It's like three. It's like 3 ounces.
Yeah,
a little over 3 ounces.
Yeah.
In one drink. Imagine getting 3 ounces and rolling that shit up into one blunt and smoking it all, King Handles. That's what you're doing with that Baja. And by the way, he said Baja.
Yeah, well, he was Spanish.
Yeah, see, because he knows it's Mountain Dew and he refuses to use it as a Y. Themor says, I'm buying Oscars from G. King Handles said he was paid by the water companies to say that. He probably was. I'm not even going to say nothing. He probably was paid by the water companies to say that. Yeah. But I'm just saying, those things are so fucking nasty, man. All those new ones, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're just getting worse and worse. Who the hell trusts any new drink?
It's foul.
Like even think about vitamin water, which is what I drink. How many grams of sugar is in that? You know, and that's 50, right? The vitamin waters are 50. He sold that shit for like
30
a couple of mil.
32 grams.
All right, so a little bit over an ounce.
Yeah.
That's still a lot, man. An ounce of fucking sugar. It's a lot of sugar, man.
Sugar, sugar, how you get so fly? Sugar, sugar, how you get so fly?
You got no rhythm whatsoever, do you?
Well, I have no music. I can dance a little bit. You've seen me on the
You
dance
can,
floor.
yeah, you can dance.
I can
Yeah,
dance.
Nah.
I
Yeah,
can
you let
dance.
loose. You
Yeah.
let loose.
I just
Yeah,
need a song playing. I can't sing.
you get your wiggles in, but you can't keep a tempo for shit.
No.
Like you can't that
No,
was
no, no, no,
completely
no.
off.
No, I can't.
Wow.
I'm embarrassed that I did that.
I'm embarrassed for you. Embarrassing or less embarrassing than when you did kill Tony?
I would say more or less embarrassing. Less embarrassing.
And I had forgot about that. I had messed with you for a while till this dude brought it up last week. How's the documentary coming, Brian? Themore wants to know.
Good. Things are good. Not really. I'm not moving along on anything right now. We're at a standstill.
It's kind of at a standstill.
Yeah. Well, everything's at a standstill because I need to work right now. So I'm just editing stuff for money, and then I'll get back to the projects. That's all right.
That's what work will do. Work will stop you from doing what you need to do sometimes. You know, and big up to all my workers out there grinding on this fucking Tuesday, putting in work. You know what I'm saying? Waking up for the next man, getting paid every 2 fucking weeks. You know what I'm saying? Where my 1 weekers at? Everybody out there getting paid 2 weeks. Where my rebels that say, give it to me now, man, this week. I ain't gonna be here next week if you don't pay me that shit.
We're all our day workers. We're all our guys who don't have full employment who are just getting paid after each shift.
Yeah, man. I've done that. King Hattle says he's also doing other things for money, but we already touched upon that.
And it's touched.
And it's yeah, exactly, man. But we already touched upon that. Yeah, Brian, what are you doing when you're not busy sliding your shoe underneath fucking bathroom stalls?
Whoa.
When you're not sliding your feet on the bathroom stalls.
Whoa.
What do? You know? He's in New York now, man. The possibilities are endless for him. New York's for money makers, right? Is it still for money makers? I don't know.
It can
You
be.
know, you want to support? Do like my daughter did. Send in the fucking, listen, 99 cents. It adds up, all right? They add up. You ain't all got to be as hefty. That's a hefty one right there. You know what I'm saying? That's a super sticker. You know. What was I just about to say? I forgot. There was something else I wanted to tell you about.
Well,
May 27th is coming up, people. May 27th is coming up. And on that day, they're supposed to, they're looking for Biden to sign the whatchamacallit treaty. Ever do a college campus show, G? I don't think they'd let me on a campus, to be honest.
No, they wouldn't.
If a college was to ask me, I would do it. But I don't think any college would ask me, to be honest. I just don't. I don't think, supposedly a lot of comedians now that used to get them aren't getting them, you know? And if you're getting them, chances are you're not funny. You know what I'm saying? Woke comedians are not funny. They're just not. They're just not. They're less. No, I'm not going to say that.
do you want to go into this? This is the pandemic accord, is what?
Yeah,
it's
which
called.
is really a treaty. They're calling it an accord and saying it's not a treaty, but it's really a treaty. UK already opted out, but Biden is supposed to sign this on the 27th of May, if I'm correct.
Yeah, so so this is from kff.org, independent source for health policy. It says countries are nearing the end. Here, I'll make it a little bigger. Let me get this shit out of the way. Countries are nearing the end of negotiations on a new international pandemic agreement, also referred to as the Pandemic Accord or Pandemic Treaty. From when 2 years, reps from the WHO have held a series of meetings to draft the agreement. Final vote May 2024 during this year's World Health Assembly. The Biden administration has supported the concept of an agreement and has been engaged in negotiations since it launched. Several issues have been raised, including whether and how the U.S. should ultimately choose to become a party to the agreement. A delay in reaching the agreement, blah, blah, blah. So what is it? The agreement is a potential international agreement being negotiated 194 member states, including the U.S. Let's try to find the, see what it says.
Basically, in a nutshell, it's supposed to give over during any pandemic, the WHO and the WEF would take over control of those countries who were signed into that pact. And they would have the ability now to force mandates upon citizens of those countries signed into that pact. And that also goes back to what we were talking about back in the day when we were talking about disease X. Disease X is any disease they want to say it is, and then they be able to have complete control. You know, and that's for everything. You know, they're talking about also them controlling.
You want to look at this, dude?
Go ahead. You got it up. Bring it up. Bring it up. Let's look at it if you got it.
So here you go. So it's WHO revised draft of the negotiating text of the WHO pandemic agreement. The parties of the agreement recognize that the WHO is fundamental. Make it bigger. Sorry. Oops. Too big. Is fundamental to strengthening pandemic prevention, preparedness, and response as it is directing and coordinating authority and international health work.
Yeah, because the WHO did so fucking well with COVID. We should trust them again.
But look at
You
this.
know what I'm saying? It's insane. Them motherfuckers should be locked the fuck up. Every single newscaster that knew they were out there lying, they should all be locked the fuck up. But instead of that, they're actually trying to get more control. Isn't that amazing? I find that to be very amazing that the same motherfuckers who fucked up everything now want control again.
Now, I find
Insane.
this,
But go ahead,
I find this interesting. It says, recalling the Constitution of the World Health Organization, which states that the enjoyment of the highest attainable standard of health is one of the fundamental rights of every human being without distinction of race, religion, political beliefs, economic, or social condition. Now, recalling doesn't mean remembering, but it also means to take away, right? Like to recall something is you remember.
But and then also to take away, like if you have a recall, that means to bring it back and change. You know, but from my understanding, they'd be able to mandate lockdowns again. You know what I'm saying? Vaccinations and all that stuff, and it's insane. You know,
so
it really is insane.
They have like a list of terms. You know, one of them, genetic sequence data, means the order. You know, like there's manufacturer.
There will be a card type thing that shows, you know, all your up to date charts and everything that you would have to carry you or in you. If you remember in the whole Mark of the Beast thing, people, they want to get chips in you, on your person, and people still go along with it. That's the funny thing. People think we're the idiots because for years we've been saying, look, they want to give you a chip, they want to monitor you, and people are like, no. And then it's going on, and everyone's like, sign me up. Do the dumb really outnumber the intelligent?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Dude. Yeah, 100%.
Do the dumb really outnumber? And I don't mean like intelligent. I mean just common sense. Demo says, do you think there are any real contagious diseases?
100%, dude. Yeah, definitely. People get sick. Plants get sick. Animals get sick. Everything gets sick. You know, that's the natural world, I think.
Well, AIDS is pretty contagious. And I'm not saying it's a natural disease because I always get a little leery of diseases that just kind of target a specific group, you know, but, well, whatever it is that's killing the people they want killed, which is known as AIDS, whatever it really is, I have no idea. I'm always leery of things that I got to believe you anyway. Like, you know, I'm leery if the only way I'm going to know if it's true is to believe you because I have no possible way of knowing if it's true. So, but I mean, yeah, I mean, listen, I mean, there are things that go from one person to another, I think, right? Fucking chlamydia, you know, you can track it through people that had sex, right? I don't know. My problem is, doesn't it have to start somewhere too?
Yeah.
Like, can a dude with a dirty dick and a chick with a real dirty pussy, if they both hook up and they both got no diseases, but they both hook up, that dirty dick and that dirty choach, wouldn't it create some sort of STD.
I think that's how gonorrhea got started.
You know what I'm saying? There has to be an X factor somewhere, right? Like there has to be a patient X. There has to be a ground fucking zero to where the first people got it, right? Because they sit there and go, you get STDs from fucking around. Yeah, but can a dirty dick and a dirty choach start to create that on their own? You know what I'm saying? Most are average, dumb and smart are in the minority. All right, so you're saying that's what I'm saying. You're saying the really dumb people, there's just a minority of really dumb people, and a minority of really smart people, and everybody else is kind of in the middle. The fuck is that? You hear that?
Is it a vacuum?
I have no fucking idea. Crumbles, first time commenter? I think so. Crumbles, what's up, baby? Welcome to the show. King Ellis says, I legit knew a couple like that. The guy didn't know. Doc said he had it for a long time. The chick, she was a bust down. Denied cheating. Well, see, that's the thing. What I'm saying is, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, right away, they go, like, you get a couple, right? Let's say you get a couple. They're both fucking filthy. Hygienically filthy. You know what I'm saying? The dude don't wash his balls. You can smell him in the living room if he's in the bedroom. The chick, her shit smells like she's always cooking fucking, you know, fish, right? And they're both nasty. And they're fucking, and then one of them, you know, has chlamydia or some crazy shit. And they're like, oh, your man must have been cheating. But can't her man just have a dirty dick and her have, like, what if that happens? That's my question. Do they create a new STD?
So what's the Google search?
Somewhere there has to be a patient X. It has to start somewhere.
Right.
And don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to convince some chick that I wasn't cheating. So I'm trying to get someone to back me on this. Right. I'm just saying in general thinking, like, doesn't it have to start somewhere? So I know it's out there. You could fuck a chick who got it or a dude who got it and transfer. But what if both of them are faithful? They're just dirty, disgusting creatures. King Handler says, well, old boy used to brag about never using a rubber all 4 years of college. Raw dog champ. I don't know, man, because I'm not big on condoms. Never been burnt. I've thrown my dick on that crap table a couple of times and never crapped out. You know what I'm saying?
You mean crabbed out? Crabbed out.
Well, like even crabs, right? Like crabs can't, like, let's say like you're sleeping. You know, the both of you is sleeping in your musk and your disgust.
That's where you would get crabs if you had the dirties together.
The dirties together?
You get
would
crabs.
it start with bed bugs? Are crabs just bed bugs that crawl into your fucking that crawl into your pubes? Is that what it is?
No, I don't think so.
No, right? They're two different things. Do crabs actually look like crabs? Don't bring up the picture. I don't want to see a microscopic picture, but I kind of imagine them with claws. Like, you know.
I don't know. I got on an article. I'm not going. I don't want to see.
You would think that they would like if they had claws, that they would like trim your hair while they're there. You know, King Handler says, gee, you're just old school. Y'all just had secret second families. Yo, one of my boy had 3. Not 3 chicks, 3 fucking families. How and why?
What do you think Christmas was like, dude?
Dude, I don't even know. I said, dude, how did you pull that off? And kids in each family.
All in the city? Queens, Bronx, Brooklyn?
All in, yeah, all in the same state. I mean, I think Long Island. How? Good, I'm like, how, dude? Birthdays, holidays. How? He said, well, it was easy. I would just, you know, I have my own business. So if I had to go, I would just say I have to do it. But I'm like, 3 families, dog. He eventually got busted.
No, really?
Yeah, 2 of his ladies had a mutual friend on Facebook. And then one of them finally posted a picture of him. And the mutual friend was like, wait a minute, that's your husband? I thought this dude was your husband. Right. But he was only married legitimately to one. The other 2 he had family with. So he didn't break the law of marrying a bunch of women. He broke the law of, his marriage to the other chick.
Right.
And those two chicks, of course, left him. The last one kept him. The one he was married to kind of kept him. He had to eventually just confess. And now he's just not allowed anywhere. King Handler says, got to send them all to the same school so they got to know each other and make pickups easier. Yeah, my attitude with that is you might as well just, King Handler says, the women always form up like Voltron. My attitude at that situation, you're that deep in, you got to just kind of have a dinner and invite them all and hope for the best and see if you can actually pull off what many men have tried and found that you usually have to be a king or a pimp to pull that shit off. But just introduce them all and let the cards fall where they may. Maybe they'll get along.
Doesn't
find each other attractive. No, man, 3 and with kids, with more than one, kids with all of them.
Demore says, or a Mormon. That's true.
But Mormons don't look happy.
They smile a lot.
Anyone who smiles a lot is definitely not happy.
But they're
and it's not a normal smile. It's like a.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. It's like the underwear too tight. The underwear that they wear are too tight.
They don't look happy, man.
You think
you know what I'm saying?
Mormon YouTube.
There's a Mormon YouTube? I don't think. They're not supposed to fuck with any of that shit.
No, they use our YouTube, I think.
I thought they didn't use electricity and shit like that.
Those are the Amish.
No, that's Amish. That's the Amish. Mm-hmm. The Mormons, they're the ones.
Yeah, the Amish are never smiling.
The Mormons are the ones that dress up like Muslims and then go knocking on your door. They dress up like Muslims without the bow tie.
No. Do you mean
without the bow tie and the hat? They wear the suits. Yeah.
Yeah, they wear the suits.
Yeah, because do the Jehovah's wear the suits? I don't think the Jehovah's Witnesses wear the suits. I'm not saying they don't wear a suit, but these dudes wear matching suits, right?
Yeah, I mean,
No, it's not that matching. Yeah, there you go. They just changed the tie.
Yeah. Interesting.
What's really crazy is that they still get followers nowadays with all the bad. I mean, I guess everybody got some bad heat on it, right? All the religions got some bad heat on it.
The crazy thing is that it started in 1820, dude.
The Mormons?
Yeah, bro. You don't know the story about the Mormons?
Isn't that the dude who
saw the frog in upstate New York?
He saw a frog
in upstate New York. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
licked it.
No, and then that told him about these gold plates, and he found these gold plates that were, allegedly the, given to him from God.
So the Mormons have a frog god?
Well, it's not a frog god, but yeah, here you go. Well,
Mormon is growing faster than Catholicism and Christians.
Yeah, Joseph Smith, that was the guy's name.
Yeah. Really, man.
Yeah. So Joseph Smith, who was raised in a burned over district upstate New York, and this is also where we talked about this on an old podcast. This is where the Masons started. There was
I'll always be leery. I'll always be leery of any religion that started in upstate New York.
Right. No. Yeah. Exactly.
It just doesn't seem like the breeding place good religion.
No. No. But this is where the Freemasons in the U.S. started, too. Same area. Yeah. So what the fuck? Where's the story? The frog story. Oh yeah, here you go.
I'm sure there's a cartoon somewhere I could watch.
Yeah, but Joseph Smith and several members of the church were founders were Freemasons and were founding members of a lodge in Nauvoo, Illinois. There's some similarities between the Mormon temple worship and symbolism and the stories and symbols of Freemasonry. In modern times, the Mormon church holds no position or compatibility with the Mormons. But yeah, so it's vision.
LSD. I saw something that said LSD.
Where LDS.
Oh, LDS.
Church of the Latter-day Saints.
Oh.
Yeah.
And those are what? Those are. I don't know, man. It's too much, man. Once you're wearing the suits, I know there's something going on.
Yeah.
You know.
Golden plates. Yeah. Let me try to find maybe a video.
You're a little off on that. I mean, listen. I'm not trying to convert, so it's all good. I was just trying to figure out which morons these Mormons, which one they were. Oh, there's so many out there. Decisions. Who do I choose? You know, who do I choose? Which one? Which one caters to me more?
We have a banned Mormon cartoon.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder why it was banned.
I don't know, but let's go to the part that's really kind of like the big part of it. Let's see.
1/3 of the spirits destined for Earth to fight with him in revolt. Thus, Lucifer became the devil and his followers the demons. Sent to this world, they would forever be denied bodies of flesh and bone. Those who remained neutral in the battle were cursed to be born with black skin. This is the Mormon.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, dog. What did we just... Whoa.
I thought he was going to drop a hard R on that one, yo. You heard the way he said it, too? With black skin. Wow.
Whoa. No, we're not. We don't condone any of that.
Nah, I don't condone that at all, Timor. Wow. But yet there are some black Mormons. Did they hear that? Thundercats. Oh. Right? There are some black Mormons.
Ooh. I think I see some guys in white hoods too, bro. Oh no, it's just a guy wearing with the white hoodie. Whoa.
Yo, dude. Am I bugging, or did we just see the other? So it's safe to say the Mormons ain't fans of the black people. They look at them as cursed. Is that what he just said?
Dude, he said. So I'm not gonna say it, but he said another old word for black people word with the race is what the guy says in this video.
Oh, he goes on to actually drop it like what's his name? The who's that radio announcer? I forgot his name.
Howard Stern.
Howard Stern. Is he dropping it like Howard?
No.
Howard Stern. What a piece of shit.
Yeah.
What a piece of shit that dude is. Yeah, so the Mormons, I can see why some people go to it. King Handler says black Mormons as of like 2022, I guess they had to increase membership. You know, they
6%.
Biden probably looks at black Mormons.
1% of in the U.S.
Yeah, Biden probably looks at them the same way he looks at black Trump supporters. Can't believe it. Can't believe it.
I think Biden said some of that same stuff.
Oh yeah,
that was
man.
in that video, dude.
I can't believe people call Trump racist, but they don't call Biden racist. Biden actually has receipts.
Crack law, dude. The crack laws.
Dude, how about, he just literally has dissed them when it came to like being in school, having his kids in school with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He's called them roaches. I'm pretty sure Spanish people were mixed in there too. I'm pretty sure he didn't separate the Puerto Ricans from the blacks. I'm pretty sure he lumped them all together. King Handler says, I remember when they knocked on my door all friendly. I wished I had a German Shepherd. But Biden is an OG racist. Yeah, straight up. Straight up, like, he has the receipt. That's why it also bugs me out when people think he cares about the LGB. You think he really cares? He tells that story about how when his father went to his college, he saw two gay guys, and that he was like, "What's that?" And his father said, "Hey, love is love." Yeah, that's what your father said. Your father didn't look at you and go, "Joe, if I ever see you kissing another man like that, I'll kill you." No, he didn't say that. He said, love is love, Joe. As a matter of fact, why don't you go find a good dick to suck? Get the fuck out of here. The brother is OG racist. And anybody who's going to sit there and think that he cares, that this old man cares about the LGB problems, plus, and whatever else you're going to add to them, that they care. No, he don't. He don't. He's making no decisions. And in reality, every time I see him, I'm honestly starting to doubt that he is alive.
Fake.
That's just my opinion. I don't think he's real. I do not think he's real. Same thing with Kanye. Don't think he's real. All right. I just saw this thing on it the other day and I was like, that's what I was saying. Hold on. I'll send it to you right now.
He's a Fugazi.
Oh, yo, what about that other thing too, man?
The Simpsons?
No, not the Simpsons thing. That fucking here, I'm sending it to you right now. The Balenciaga thing.
Oh, dude.
So anyone who knows, I do Mondays. I do the conspiracy corner at like 5:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. We do conspiracy corner on 100.7 WZXL with JoJo and Scotty, and we talked about this. Right? There was a well, you know what? Show the video, man. And I talked about this a couple of like months ago, and then this came up the other day. Check this out.
She's walking by a store in Paris, and she sees this.
Okay, people, tell me something. So this is a store in Paris, and this is a mannequin that they say they made this shit and put this in the store. This boy look like somebody dead and bomb. Look at his hand. His hands is as real as mine.
Look at his fingernails.
This is friggin' serious, I swear. If anybody have this guy missing.
After posting the video, comments began to flood in. Viewers did a reverse image search on the mannequin, and what they found was truly disturbing. One search brought up a missing man by the name of Isaiah Bass. Isaiah was actually a fashion designer and had affiliations with the very brand that had this mannequin on display, and that brand's name is Balenciaga. Isaiah had been voicing concerns over the brand's unauthorized use of his clothing design. In response, Balenciaga reached out via email and invited Isaiah to the Paris location to discuss the matter further. Since his departure from this meeting, nobody ever heard from or saw Isaiah again.
If anybody have this guy missing.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never seen another mannequin that looked like that. Like, that looks just like the dude. And if the dude really is missing, I don't know. That's crazy. I wouldn't put it. Would you put it past Balenciaga to embalm people and use them as mannequins? Isn't that the stuff that horror movies are made of?
Kind of.
Right? Isn't that like that kind of stuff horror movies are made of? Right? I'm pretty sure there's probably a horror movie called Mannequin. Please look that up. I bet there is.
What do you want? A horror movie?
Just look to see if there's a horror movie named Mannequin, and I bet it's about a person who kills people and makes them into mannequins. Probably in the 70s or 80s, probably came out. I don't know, but there has to be.
They controlled mannequins.
Oh, they controlled mannequins.
Yeah, tourist trap. A group of young French stranded at a roadside museum are stalked by a masked assailant who uses telekinetic powers to control the attraction's mannequins.
So there's not one of them turning people into mannequins.
No.
I feel like there is, and they're just not telling you. You know. But I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. Would any of you be surprised? You know what I'm saying? If that's actually a real dude?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
There's no mainstream media about this kid.
Of course. Oh, no, of course not. House of Wax.
Kermit the Frog. Kermit
Frog. I feel like he might be first time commenter.
I think so, yeah.
Might be second. I don't know. But Kermit, thank you. House of Wax. Please look that up. Gotta be.
Come on.
You probably got a million things open. That's why it's working so slow.
They turn them into wax, turn them into wax people. That's not the same.
There you go. Well, what do you mean it's not the same? What is a mannequin?
A mannequin is something that's at a clothing store that displays clothes. A wax museum are replications of real people on display.
Okay. Now that dude would be what? A mannequin or a wax figure?
He would be a
He has a face, he has hair,
mannequin, but he's not
hands.
But he's not made out of wax.
Either way, it's the same concept. Kermit, I'm with you. I think you're on that one. Thank you very much. I would say that's pretty much the same thing.
Well, we can disagree to disagree.
Okay. I'm just saying, I think Balenciaga is killing people and making that's allegedly. Are you just trolling to troll?
Made in Queens. Made in Queens. Made in Queens.
If you want to know what he's talking about, the dude I almost got into the fight with kept yelling out "Made in Queens" because I had a shirt that said "Made in Queens," and through my whole set, he just kept yelling out "Made in Queens" through the whole fucking set. And I tried to deal with him like twice, and then it just got to a point where I said, "Dude, are you trying to troll me? Because you do realize you cannot be a troll if I can see you." He didn't understand the message, so then I just said, "Look, I'm gonna go beat this dude up," and I jumped off the stage and
Let's get it off stage.
And told him, let's go into the elevator. He didn't want the smoke. End result was he didn't want the smoke. But yeah, you know, I'm not really good at that. So if you're going to come to my show, unless you got something really funny or good to say, please shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Don't come to my show so I can hear you. Believe me, I don't want to. If you want to talk to me after the show. I'm very friendly after the show.
You are.
And before, you know, just don't try to come in there screaming some nonsense. You're not coming and bringing anything to my table. I set a pretty good table on my own. Just come and eat. All right? Leave your fucking nasty fucking treats at home. All right?
You don't want any of that potato salad.
And then I wonder why people don't come to see me live. Then I wonder these things. Then people tell me, how come you're not more, how come you're not bigger? Well, because, I tend to destroy my own career a lot of times.
You're trying to rely on word of mouth.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Atlantic City's best kept secret, dog.
Yeah, I know, but just word of mouth, I mean, it's only going to go so far.
Yeah, well. I'm not, look, it's not like I don't got any social media. I have social media.
Yeah.
The fuck are you talking about? Just because
I
don't
post your clips, dude. You got to post something to your stand-up, your art, something that shows what you do. It doesn't have to be stand-up clips. Something.
I have. I've posted up at least 4 clips. I've given 4 clips out there, and there's a whole fucking special. All right. So if anybody really wants to see, the material's fucking out there. All right. How hard is it to just put in Gary G. Garcia? Everything pops up.
But the problem is they don't know Gary G. Garcia. We have to make them find Gary G. Garcia so they know to type that in.
Well, you want to know something? The lucky people know who Gary G. Garcia is.
That's true.
All right?
Yeah.
The lucky people know. When I die tragically within the next probably year or two, there'll be some people out there that'll be like, you never heard of Gary G? Oh, man. And then everybody will hear from me. Then everybody will know who I am. And that's usually how it is, man. No one knows how great they are till after they die. Gee, you a legend with the gays. I hope so, man. I love my gay people out there, dude. I did design for mad years, man. Believe me, I got a lot of gay friends, and I wish them nothing but the best. And I hope that they all come to know Christ and realize that it actually was a choice.
This podcast is brought to you by the Church of Latter-day Saints. 1 Joseph Smith Drive, Salt Lake City, Utah.
Oh, man, yo. I mean, listen, don't get mad at me because I speak very fast. I forgot what I said. Something I said last night. Were you there?
I was. And you said something.
You said last night, and someone in the crowd said, oh, my God. And then I said, I talk faster than I think. What was it? I'm trying to remember now. As it came out my mouth, I was like, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
I even said that. I said it, and then I went, that was fucked up.
Yeah, that was wrong.
What did I say, man? I can't remember. Oh, man. It has something to do with the zombie fucking?
It did. Yeah, it was dry or something like that, I think it was.
No, I always say that.
Yeah, but you went deeper on it, dude. It was something after that.
I said, yeah. I like to hear that pussy.
Yeah, but then there was something else. You kept going, dude.
I kept going.
Yeah.
I went pretty deep. That's what he said. And she said, because she would know. Gay. Why do you assume that it's male zombies? Fucking male zombies. It's female zombies.
Oh, you think that's what's gonna start it? You don't think the
It's
dudes are
sick.
gonna be on the dudes first? I think it's gonna start at the same. It's
No.
gonna start at the same time, dude.
No, that ain't gonna happen. No fucking way. Well, first of all, if you go by all the movies, most of the gays get wiped out in the first. They all become zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Are they gay zombies? Because one thing they always show when you watch all those zombie apocalypse is that a straight world is left behind. Everybody's cis.
But dude, that's such a shame.
But you know what they do? They
there's so many
subtly
big metal pipes.
It's like horror movies. It's like horror movies. You know how horror movies, the people who die in horror movies are the ones who are having sex and doing drugs. So like there's a thing subliminally that if you do those things, you will get killed by Jason, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I saw this movie called Don't Get Caught Fucking in the Woods. And
well, we know who that's targeted towards.
King Handel says, nah, can't have preferences when it's time to be a cannibal. Well, I don't think you are they cannibals? Well, yeah, they eat some of them, they just eat completely up, right? But some of it has to remain to become a zombie.
That's true.
And there'd be a freshness state. There's a freshness state to being able to fuck one. Otherwise, they disintegrate after a while, right?
No, dude, they're the undead. They live forever. But yeah, they'll slowly maybe deteriorate with time, and then some silver bullets,
Silver bullets. That's not going to do it.
Oh.
You got to take their heads off,
werewolf.
dude.
That's a werewolf.
Yeah, you got to take their heads off, man.
See, I would always say go in the water. That's what you want to do. You want to go out in the water during the zombie apocalypse because they're not going to swim up. They're just going to walk on the bottom of the ocean. So you're deep in the ocean. They're just,
You don't think they'd float?
Nah, I don't think so. They got holes in them, dude. They're full of holes.
Good point.
They can't drink anything. You ever seen a zombie drink something? You need air in your body to be buoyant.
So if they come out, you'll just see water coming out like cartoons?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Well, you got to trust the science, dude. I mean, I've read a few research articles about this.
Well, when that starts happening, it starts happening enough, then eventually there'll be zombie rights. Zombies will pile into the water until they... Thank you. I was going to say that, King Handles. You're a genius, okay, King Handles? You're a fucking genius. Because I was going to say that. I would say enough of them go in, right? Because what was that? What movie was that with the Daywalkers? Right? Where they all just started walking in the water until they filled it up and then was able to walk across.
Yeah, but that wasn't the whole
Game
ocean,
of Thrones.
Dude.
Game of Thrones. Yeah. Timor says, ever heard of any legends of the boardwalk? I remember the lady who faked being an amputee and played the keyboard with her tongue. Was she good? Jasmine, yeah, Game of Thrones, Jasmine. That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
There was
they work together now. Oh, remember that Chinese dude that used to have his son playing the piano? And he would sit there with a stick, and if the kid made a bad note, he would rack his knuckles. So people would just throw in money to keep the father from beating him with the stick. Kid made a lot of money, man, but he didn't have a happy childhood. He's probably older now and probably probably got a kid and just fucking...
Dude, this is
probably
something...
has him playing...
This is something that I remember as a kid. Well, not as a kid, on Coney Island. Do you remember Shoot the Freak? I thought it was Shoot the Midget, but it was actually Shoot the Freak. I'm looking it up right now. Do you remember this?
No, I do not.
In Coney Island, they had a midget in Coney Island off the boardwalk where they emptied the lot out, and there was a midget with a board, and then you would buy a paintball gun and you shot him with it.
Really?
Yeah. Dude.
That seems kind of cruel, even in...
This is...
Weak ball.
My God.
Come on, shoot him in his head, Lupe.
You got him. Well, sir. That's a point, Ed.
Lupe, come on.
You got him.
Are they able to shoot back?
No.
No. Yeah, no, I never saw that. And I'm not surprised that it's only white people doing it.
There was a black guy with a do-rag right in front, dog.
I didn't see that.
Yo, oh yeah, yeah. But the white lady was the one with the gun.
Everybody looks white to me.
Yeah, dude, it was 2000 till 2010.
Oh yeah, that's beyond my time. Yeah, that's past my prime of going there, man. You know, I don't even remember when the last time I was in Coney Island, but I know the hot dogs ain't the same. No. D-Moore says that's classic. It's also rude and mean, you know, and mean. They should have some Asians in there. You should be able to get to pick what nationality you want. Mexicans, Asians, midgets,
I'll see you
fat
guys.
people. You know, of course, the hardest one would be skinny people. You know, less of a target. Michelle says, Gary, did you see the new smoking commercial where the woman has lost all her toes? I guess they gave up on the commercial with the no fingers. Now it's toes. Yeah, it's called Munster's disease or some shit like that. I think that's what they're calling it. Which made me think, like, all these commercials creating new fucking diseases no one ever heard. They got bulging eyes. If your eyes are bulging, it's a disease. I remember back in the day, that was just a motherfucker with big bulging eyes. You know what I'm saying? We'd be like, that motherfucker always looks excited. He got them bulging eyes. Now we got to put a name to it. It's a big disease. If your hands are constantly dry, it's a disease. Now they got this red eye shit. If your eyes are mad red, it's another disease that could lead to other diseases. And I'm like, who are these people walking around with red eyes that aren't doing drugs? King Handel says, rabbis, rabies is the closest thing we have to zombies.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, read that the other way. Say it.
Rabbis is the closest thing we have. Oh, I'm sorry, rabies is the closest thing we have to zombies. Spoke with the immunobiologist about this. Immunobiologist about this. We should have her on the show. Would love to. Okay, I would love to have an immunobiologist on my show. So I could say I had that. Is rabies real? D-Moore.
You wouldn't be able to say you had that.
D-Moore, I appreciate the way you think, man. Because I remember when they first told me about the Ukraine war, and I was like, you would first have to prove to me that the Ukraine is real. You know, I never heard of it until they started war with it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I don't know. You got to prove to me it's real. And then who knew there were so many Ukrainians out there? You know, who knew? You know, it's almost like Brian Stedman being Palestinian. I didn't know.
He's Palestinian.
Well, I don't know. He's very connected to the whole thing. And you know, he's like, I'm very, you know, Palestinian. I'm like, dude, you live in Atlantic City. You know, like, what are you talking about? What the fuck do you care? Yeah, this contagion thing is a major psyop. Isn't it all? It's all a psyop. It's all to make us believe. It's all that we don't exist, that reality doesn't exist, that everything is a lie, which it is, and nothing really matters, and there is no God. But the fact of the matter is, there is a God, and Jesus is King, and that's the truth. And anything other than that, you know, I'll entertain it. But I don't necessarily buy it. Cuties is real.
Cooties.
Yeah. Cooties. Isn't cooties Cooties?
Yeah, but I think it was supposed to be cooties.
Yeah, he probably did it and it just fucking respelt it for him like they do all the time. King Handles, rabies is real, but hasn't been able to cross over to humans. It can affect raccoons and dogs and other animals. Yeah, see, I knew they spelt. They decided to change it on you, like you didn't know what you want to say. You know what gets me mad with those fucking correct spell shits? Sometimes they're helpful, but sometimes you're trying to spell a word, you're one letter off, and it won't give it to you at all. You're like, what the fuck? It's giving you all these different words, and you're like, you don't realize the word I'm trying to fucking spell here, you fucking dummy. The only Christopher we acknowledge is Wallace. Christopher Wallace. Try and think.
Pooh.
Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
I acknowledge Christopher Walken.
What about
Christopher Columbine? I mean Columbus.
How about Christopher Bush, George Bush's younger brother?
Does he have a younger brother named Christopher?
No, I think it's Jeb.
That nobody knows about? Yeah, Jeb.
It was his son, Jeb.
Who the fuck knows, man? Yeah. Who knows? Trump's son. What's this Trump's son? The young one?
Barron.
Barron's supposed to be a genius.
The time traveler.
Barron, the time traveler. But did we talk about that?
We did, yeah.
The book? All right. Yeah, all right. Because there's a book called Barron the Time Traveler, right? Isn't that what it's called? And the dude's name is Barron Trump, and his father was a rich dude, and he built the thing, and crazy. Crazy. Themor says, so getting shots from being bit by a rabid dog is a psyop. I'll go one step further. Show me a rabid dog. Well, they were around more when they just kind of ran on their own. You know? Like when there was packs of, I ain't gonna lie, I never saw a rabid dog. You ever saw a rabid dog foaming at the mouth?
I've seen the raccoon.
Yeah, you seen a raccoon foaming?
Not foaming, but it was up during the daytime.
Okay, yeah, so it's supposed to have rabies. That's what they say, but is it true? Maybe he just works nights.
Yeah, I mean.
And maybe he was just getting home late. Maybe he should have been home already, but he met another raccoon. Wound up finding like some fucking empty baggies of cocaine in the garbage. Went, licked them. Cut it a jib. What's up, baby? Today's Monday? No, man. Tuesday. Don't do that to me. Cut it a jib. That's yeah, man. You just fuck. But I'm just saying, maybe it just hooked up with another raccoon. And was like, maybe that's the shame. Maybe that was their walk of shame. Maybe it's a female raccoon. Still wearing the same shit from the night before. Right away, it's got rabies. Judging it, I've seen fiends foaming. Yes, me too, King Handles. That I've seen. I've seen people foam. You ever see those motherfuckers that talk and then they just build up fucking, and then you got to tell them, my man,
You got a little spit.
Got it, Why is it so white? Why isn't your spit clear?
It's Eastern European jizz.
Gross. Everything always comes back to jizz with you.
Well, I'm gay.
You have a jizz mentality.
Yes.
I would say he just came out on the show, but was he ever in? That's the question. That, my friends, is the question.
Well.
Today is only Tuesday, right?
Yep.
You have anything big going on?
Nah.
Nothing.
No. Some stuff working, but we'll talk about it when it comes up.
Okay. Just want to know if you had anything going on that maybe we could talk. King Hannah says Brian is traumatized by a friend that tasted his own baby gravy.
We're not gonna get into that.
King Handles sounds like he wants to. What happened? You found out about a friend that was what, drinking their own jizz?
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it.
Was he snowballing?
Yeah, we're not gonna. No. Yeah, hard no.
Was he jerking off standing on his head?
Gay!
I heard this dude say, I don't even masturbate, man, because that's gay. I'm touching a dick. I'm like, you're touching your own dick. But okay.
Yeah,
maybe it is.
It's a little gay.
Maybe it's a little gay.
If you do it to one, you might do it to another one.
He's like, it makes me feel gay when I put my 4 fingers in my own ass. I go, that part is probably a little. See, that's where you probably have the problem, dog. That's where the issue's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Hey, guys, if you want to support us, you're not going to do it in the comments, obviously. Then go to briantlacata.com/shop and go pick up some of the latest rated G drip. And once again, man, do we have that the thing you got me?
This is what Rich just bought. Now that's a one of one, dude. That's a custom.
That's a custom, man. One of a kind. Maybe we should make all our cat lovers, man.
Yeah.
The rated G fucking cat kangaroo shit, dude. Got the kangaroo pocket for the cat. It traumatized my cat a little, but she'll get used to it.
Yeah.
I'll get her in there, dude. Then I'm gonna take pictures. But it also has holes on the side, though. It's not just the top. Like, it also has, like, the hoodie.
Oh, a hoodie pocket. Nice.
Yeah, which I don't know. I'd rather those be closed. I might sew them shut.
All right, do what you will.
You know, because then it gives her too many options. She'll just jump out the other hole.
Oh, she can get out the hole from
the sides
pouch?
of the top. Yeah.
Oh.
It's just one big pouch.
Sew it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna sew that up so it's like a kangaroo.
Yeah.
I've been putting her on a leash and taking her out on the balcony. Jeez. She got a dope little leash with skulls and crossbones on it. You know, like a harness.
Yeah, but why do you have some satanic stuff for your cat, dude?
What, skulls and crossbones?
Death, the symbol of death.
Is it? I thought it was more of a pirate thing. But either way,
is Mama raping and pillaging?
You don't know what she does to the mice once she catches it.
Or is she a member?
I've caught a couple of dead mice that look like they might have been pillaged a little bit.
Well, let's see. Skull and crossbones. Late Middle Ages as a symbol of death.
Okay.
Hazard, poisonous. Piracy.
Oh, well, you know what? Then it makes sense. I put her out there so that she knows that it's dangerous out there. It's to remind her that it's dangerous. It could cause death if she's not in it. And to be, I keep her on a short leash. I like skulls and crossbones. I used to design them on all my children's gear. When I made children's gear, man, I used to make it very hardcore. It's horrible. I used to put subliminal blunts in there. But it was okay because they looked like dicks and everybody thought they were just dicks. And they were like, oh, no, you could leave that on.
Gay!
Yeah, it gets that way sometimes.
Big shout out to AC Jokes. Get some tickets. Go see some shows.
Yeah, man. Go check out some shows, people. acjokes.com. Don't be fooled by the others. We're no longer in Tropicana at the moment. So don't go over there. Those ain't us. Put it that way. If you want to go there, but no, they ain't us. Come to AC Jokes. We're over at Resorts and Claridge, playing every night of the freaking week, man. So if you're coming out to AC, man, make sure you grab some tickets. Ranked #1 on TripAdvisor. Just so you know. All right, we ain't playing games here, man. The shows have been incredible. Come on down, man. I'm really looking over for the Jason Scoop one. We got that dude Steve will do it. Is that his name?
Yeah, Steve will do it.
Steve will do it. It's going to be in the house that day.
For Scoop.
For Scoop representing. So come on down. Buy some tickets. Don't wait. They are selling, man. Don't get left out of the fun. If you want to follow Brian, go to Brian T. Licata. Follow me at Gary G. Garcia. You can find me every Monday, even though last Monday I didn't make it down. But every Monday at the midnight show, the Not Quite Tuesday midnight show over at the Grizzly Pear. And every Monday morning, man, if you're driving to work, put on 100.7 WZXL in South Jersey and listen to the JoJo and Scotty morning show. I'm on it. And it's always a good time, man. Anything to add, Brian?
Bye.
Peace. Love you guys.